Before we get started today, I want to know, do you need a little focused time to move your business forward? If so, join me for the Fun and Profitable Power Hour. It's a free co-working session designed to help you take action one small step at a time. You'll get structure, community, and a little bit of celebration at the end. Sign up at wendymuzzy.com/power hour. I cannot wait to cheer you on. Hey there! Welcome to episode 37 of your Fun and Profitable Online Business. This is the podcast that helps you grow your business with intention, momentum, and of course, a sprinkle of confetti. I'm your host, Wendy Muzzy, a certified money coach and online business strategist, and I help women entrepreneurs build businesses that feel as good as they look. Today, we're talking about something that many business owners resist: visibility. Now, I'm not talking about the post every day kind. I'm talking about the kind of visibility that feels good, the kind that builds trust with your audiences and keeps you from burning out. Now, if you've ever said, I know I need to show up more, but I just don't know a way to do it that feels natural, this episode's for you. All right, let's get to it. I want to start by acknowledging that visibility can feel loaded, and there's a ton of reasons for that. Sometimes it's fear of judgment and worrying what other people will think. Other times it's comparison. It's looking at someone else's page and instantly shrinking yourself and your progress. It can also come from not feeling clear on what to say and how to say it. And when this happens, it's easier just to be quiet than risk saying the wrong thing. And then there's the practical pieces, like the systems and the structure and the plan for consistency, which results in visibility feeling like another thing you should do instead of something you want to do. And underneath all of this, it's protection. It's our brains wanting to keep us safe from criticism, rejection, failure, and even success. And I'll be honest, I've been there. When I first started showing up online, I overthought everything. Should I post this? Is this too much? Will people think I'm bragging? I would spend so much time editing myself down, but by the time I hit publish, it didn't even sound like me anymore. So what happened? I avoided it. And I still do have some avoidance. I'm not here to say that I'm perfect at this. I teach this, but I'm not even still perfect at it. But I realized something really big. The discomfort wasn't my sign to hide. It was a sign that I cared. And that's where my curiosity came in. Why exactly am I avoiding this? What feels off? What can I do to make this feel better? Visibility that feels good doesn't come from fear. It comes from curiosity. And when you make this shift, the energy completely changes. You're no longer chasing perfection. You're building connection. And right now, with all the noise online, your audience isn't looking for more polish. They're craving something real from you. That's what they want to know. They want to know who you are, what you care about, and whether you truly get them. That's why visibility matters more than ever, because it's not just marketing. It's trust building. It's how people decide whether to buy, follow, or move along. Now, I'm going to share what's worked for me. And instead of thinking of visibility as a requirement, I've started to approach it as an experiment, which fits perfectly with my background in scientific research. Now, each month, I pick one thing that increases my brand awareness or helps me connect more deeply with people in my circle. Then I come up with a plan and make it happen. Along the way, I check in and ask myself, how does it feel? Did it feel like real engagement or just busy work? Or would I do it again? Here's the key to the whole process. There's no pressure, no right or wrong. This is just testing. And this month, my focus is showing up on Instagram. And I've done it in the past and it didn't go great. And this month I decided I'm going to sit in the full month and show up on Instagram in a way that feels aligned to me. I'm going to try different types of posts. I'm going to experiment with reels, and I'm going to notice what actually feels fun. Just as important, I'm also discovering the parts of social media that aren't aligning to me. It turns out what I really like is the creative process, playing with a B-roll, trying new angles, and making something that feels 100% like me. I've also started tracking how I feel after each post. Is this energizing? Is it draining? Am I proud of what I shared? This emotional data is just as important as the analytics, and I want you to understand that. Because visibility isn't only about how your content performs. It's about how you feel while you're doing it. If it drains you, it won't be sustainable. Now, my overarching goal for all of this is to wrap up the 30-day experiment with a plan, a way to sustain what's working and carry that momentum forward in my business. Next month, my focus will shift to Pinterest. I'll go in with a question or hypothesis, I'll test it, I'll observe, and I'll adjust. Now, the point here for me is not to go viral. If that's your goal, I'm probably not your person. The point here for you should be to find your own way of being visible, a way that fits your energy, your goals, and where you are in your business. Here's what I've realized throughout the whole process. Social media is actually pretty fun. I don't have to have a hate-hate relationship with it. And when I treat it as an experiment, it gives me permission to try new things, gather information, and make changes without labeling it as a success or a failure. And this goes beyond social media. This is any presence that I want to have in any way that I want to show up. So if you're interested in starting your own visibility experiment, here's where to begin. Step 1, pick one platform or strategy to focus on for 30 days. Make it specific. Maybe it's stories or networking or guest interviews or whatever feels aligned to you. Step 2, define success in a way that feels important to you. For example, maybe you want to feel more confident speaking on camera, or you want to meet 5 new people that may be great collaborators. Look, this is your business. Success gets to be what you want it to be. Step 3, check in with yourself regularly. Maybe this is daily or weekly, but here you want to ask yourself, does this feel aligned or is it forced? If it feels forced, see if you can pinpoint exactly where that's coming from. And step 4, reflect, refine, and repeat. You're collecting data, emotional and practical, and that helps you build a visibility plan that actually works for you. This approach has completely changed how I show up online because now it feels like play, or dare I say, fun. That's it. 4 steps. And when you stop seeing visibility as a box to check and start treating it as a learning process, it changes everything. You become more curious, more confident, and you start building a brand presence that reflects who you really are. That's when your business starts to feel lighter and you create more genuine connections, which is the basis for a fun and profitable business. That's what we're doing here, people. All right, let's get to your action step for this week. Okay, this one might take a whole month, but here's what I want you to do. Pick one visibility experiment to try for the next 30 days. Make it something you can measure by how it feels, not just the metrics. And if you want to see what I'm trying and how it's going, go follow along at wendymuzzy.com/experiment. And here's your takeaway. Visibility doesn't have to drain you. It can fuel you. When you shift to curiosity, you start showing up more authentically, more confidently, and it's way more fun. Next week, I'm pulling back the curtain on my Instagram experiment, why I chose it, what I'm testing, and what's working so far. Think of it as your behind-the-scenes peek on how to apply this experiment mindset in real time. You definitely won't want to miss it. If you want to know more, head over to wendymuzzy.com/experiment for all the details. And if you've loved today's episode, share it with a friend who's tired of hiding. All right, until next time, happy showing up.